Phil.
Hey, Phil, the marshmallows still gonna swell up, right?
We still talking about these marshmallows?
We still talking about it.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
We gonna hear about it.
We're not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, settle down. Let's save it for the show. It's time to get real.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back for another episode of Real Spill 601. Yuan couldn't be here today, so today I'll be your host. Real Spill Phil in the building, and to my right, I got my guy, no other than Straight Lace, no Chase. Man, how you feeling today, my boy?
Lovely, man. It's a lovely Tuesday.
Man, you know I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. And as my boy Yuan always say, on this show, we gotta hold people accountable, guys. And I know my boy gonna say he SEC, he going for the SEC team, but we're not going for that because the SEC team that he chose was South Carolina, everybody. Your boy Phil, Real Spill Phil, I picked LSU. Yuan, he picked Iowa, and
I picked South Carolina, but SEC versus everybody.
But I mean, we all knew what was gonna happen. Angel Reese did her thing, and we're gonna get right into it. So, first question of the show, I want to ask you, Lacey, what is your take on the LSU versus Iowa national championship game?
Well, my take is it exceeded to everybody's expectations. Man, they made a lot of ratings went up. They brought a lot of records that a lot of games didn't accomplish. This is big for women's sports and athletics. And unfortunately, the game was a blowout, but it was good. It was good all the way up to the third and fourth quarter. But a lot of people turned their heads in this game, man. It was a lot of movement that happened in this game outside of the game of play with Angel Reese and Kaylin Clark.
Right.
And it was basically, if she could do it, I could do it too. You know. Mm-hmm. And I am proud of LSU Tigers and Angel Reese. She stood on her all 10. It was a grown woman, and she didn't back down on the court and off the court. She didn't care what the media had to say. She stood up and she stood by her business. She meant what she had to say. And Coach Mookie is a legend. You could put her up there with Coach A and Coach Summit. You know, and Dage Lowe surprised me. You know,
her name not Dage
I know.
What's her name?
She started with F.
It's Fly J.
Fly J. I know. Fly
That's
J.
her name. It's Fly
Moody
J.
surprised me, and what Booster say, LSU Ice Spice. She sure surprised me.
Don't call her that, man. Her name Jasmine Briss.
She sure surprised me with 21, and I had a feeling LSU was gonna manhandle Iowa. Iowa put all their eggs in one basket, and they couldn't. You going through this tournament, man. The SEC is a strong division, and you beat one powerhouse, and you got to turn around the next in 2 days and play another powerhouse in the SEC. It's a tough task, and one woman couldn't be LSU. They let her get hers, and the surrounding cast either got in foul trouble or they just didn't come to play, and LSU played they normal basketball, you know. They swing the ball around. They fed the post. Angel got hers out the glass. You know, she did hers. Like I said, your girl Ice Spice,
Jasmine.
She came off the bench and made a huge, tremendous accomplishment.
22.
A tremendous accomplishment. And they finna have fun in Baton Rouge. And like I said, off the air, I didn't say it on the air. It was SEC versus everybody, and
we're not gonna do that.
And if I'm standing on it. I always rock with the SEC, even if my SEC team didn't win or not. I always rock with SEC if they still a team left in the tournament or wherever situation, because I'm always rocking with the SEC before anything. And Kaylin Clark is a generational talent, and she's going to make a lot of noise in WNBA whenever she leaves. She depends on staying.
She'll leave next year.
If she staying for a senior year or she going. Me personally, I feel like her and Angel should go to WNBA.
Angel got to do one more year.
Oh, okay. But they making more money in the NIL than WNBA anyway, so right. I stick out all 4 years and make that money, because
especially for women,
it's gonna take them a little minute to see that money in WNBA. So go on and make that easy free money in college and get your books and degree. And with that being said, college basketball for women's is growing. Like I said, it made a lot of national attention. First Lady Biden said some unparticular things that they didn't sit well with me.
Right.
If you a winner and you're the first place and you win a trophy, you get all the glory. They go to the White House, even whoever's at the president at the time.
Right.
You get all the accolades. You give the jersey out. I don't want to be a second place team. I'm giving my jersey out to the first lady and the president. It's only meant for one team, one school, whatever. Like that didn't sit well with me. And obviously she haven't been looking. She been there before. Hey, she was a vice president. First vice.
She know how it go.
Yeah, she know how it go.
She know how it go. No explaining.
No, it don't even be no flip flopping, no changing. Right. Oh no! If I beat my opponents fair and square, we should have the right to go to the White House. But don't change no rules up because it's a predominantly African American team and it's a predominantly white team on the other side. Don't change up because of that.
Right. Come
on now. That didn't sit well with me. And hopefully they don't go by with that. Hopefully President Biden. Hopefully President Biden sit down and say, no, we're not rocking with that.
Oh, he already handled it.
Yeah.
It's only LSU and UConn that's going to the White House. He already said.
Hopefully he would have put his foot down on that, and shut that up quick.
Right.
But man, it's gonna be an interesting next year for women's basketball because, like I said, LSU coming back again, loaded. South Carolina coming again. Mm-hmm. You cannot leave out UConn, can't leave out Stanford, and Mississippi School's on the rise again. And Clayton College there, shoot, they gonna reload too.
Hey,
so
we're gonna see, but to step back a couple times because you said some things that I knew you was gonna say that I can't just let you get on air and let everybody else believe what you got to say.
They gonna believe because I said it,
guys. He said SEC
and I cleared it up,
and he gonna ride for the SEC team that even if his team lose, well, why he bet against LSU on the last show?
Let me talk.
No, I'll let you talk. No. He said on the last show when South Carolina was about to play Iowa that if South Carolina makes it to the championship
and
plays LSU, he was going to bet
South Carolina.
So that automatically means that you already sided against LSU.
No.
What is that? What you mean?
No, it does.
Yes, it does.
No, it's not.
Yes, it does.
If they go head to head, I'm rocking with South Carolina. But if they lose, I got no choice but rock with LSU.
That's how it works.
Because I said SEC versus anybody. I cleared my stuff up. I was gonna start this, man. Don't start it.
This is where you
started, man.
Wrong because at the beginning of the tournament, he was already saying LSU wasn't gonna make it far. He had South Carolina winning it all. Did you not?
And they came short in the Final Four.
Did you not have South Carolina winning it all?
Yes, they came short.
Okay, so that proves my point.
They don't prove no point, man.
South Carolina winning. Don't pick LSU. Don't side with us when we up top.
I'm honest,
where you at?
Cause I'm rocking with the SEC. I'm signed with it, man. Come on, man. Miss me with that.
Dage Loaf, who ain't Dage Loaf. Her name is Fly J Johnson, who was the SEC Freshman of the Year. You need to put some respect on that. Her name ain't Dage Loaf. That's disrespect.
Okay.
And I'm standing on that.
Stand on it.
Always.
And I cleared it up. And I cleared it up.
She had 10-7. Cool. And so now let's talk about the game. LSU, they completely dominated. They didn't just take it lightly. First quarter, Iowa gave their best shot. Caitlin Clark, she did a whole lot of splash plays, but it wasn't enough to put a beat down on LSU. We have multiple players that can get off. Multiple. We had 4 girls that had 20 plus. Angel Reese had 15 and 10. And then our freshman of the year had 10 and 7. Domination. That's what LSU do. Now, on to the next thing. Outside of the championship game, Angel Reese, they've been coming to her since the beginning of the season about talking trash. I don't know what it is now that the NCAA and the social media in America want to disprove women when they talk trash, when they let us do it all the time and there's no issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Angel Reese only doing what she saw Caitlin Clark do. Because in the video, you don't see it, but Caitlin Clark, she's doing the can't see me face towards a player from Louisville who was their best player on the team. She did that to another player. So she's already talking trash. So when you see Angel Reese put the hand in her face and say, you can't see me, then point at the ring finger, that's basketball. You got to eat that. Take that to the chin and keep moving. But this don't have nothing to do with the girls. This has everything to do with America, social media, and them trying to find some type of division between black and white.
Right.
That's what it is. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to let you invite the losing team to the White House, and they didn't do nothing to deserve to get there.
They lost.
It's a joke, because it is. And we're not standing for it. since years back, man, the winner get all the glory. When has the loser ever got any type of glory?
Never ever I saw it.
Exactly. So why get soft now?
They might get outside of Olympics. They get bronze or whatever. But shoot,
outside of that, it ain't none of that.
They don't get no second place trophies out, man.
My point is, why get soft now? Stand on what you've been doing since way back. Don't try to strange up now because it's getting a little icky and you don't know what to do. No, stand on it because that's what it's about. And I appreciate LSU standing on their ground, holding their own, and not letting them just pick and choose what they gonna do. LSU decide what's gonna happen because they the champ. And that's all I got to say on it. You got anything else to say on it?
It's gonna be a tough next year. It's gonna be, like I said, next year it's gonna be up for grabs again. It can be anybody ball game.
Right.
So it's gonna be interesting. It's bringing more clarity to the sport and more viewers to the sport. And I like to see that about women's basketball and women's sports in general, because a lot of people just leave that on the wayside and they don't even pay attention to these young athletes balling out. Right. There's some ballers in women's sports.
Right.
And they are showcasing their talents right as we speak every day, either if it's high school level, junior high level, junior college, or professional level.
Right.
Like man, now when you having kids, they want to put these girls in these sports because they starting to get the notoriety and the attention.
Yeah, and it's gonna take time. Players like Angel Reese, and I keep going back to her, but right now, what we're witnessing from Angel Reese, she's really starting to move in for all, like she said in that press conference, for all the girls who couldn't stand up for themselves. Mm-hmm. She's doing it for them. She's opening that door for you. Stand on what you believe in and don't care what anybody else says. You just do you, and everything else gonna work out. And that's what happened with Angel Reese. She didn't pay no attention to the outside crowd telling her she ghetto, she ratchet, she
in her bag,
she too aggressive, she too physical. No, she didn't pay attention to that. She did what she did because at the end of the day, when she getting them wins, everybody love it. They gonna talk regardless. Win, lose, or draw. They gonna talk.
They're not stopping them chicks cashing in. So she doing the dog. She doing a doggone thing.
It's not stopping nothing she got going on behind the scenes. Social media.
They treating her now. She's a legend in Baton Rouge.
Right, she's a legend in Baton Rouge, and now she's gonna be a legend for women's basketball. I see players like her and Caitlin Clark. They could be the next generation of great athletes for women. Yeah. And we just gotta wait and see. But right now it's a great start because I also feel that in the NCAA they get way more publicity during this time, which is perfect for college basketball, women's college basketball. They get the most publicity they'll ever get, which I feel like sometimes is better than the publicity that the WNBA gets.
Yeah.
If we just being honest.
Yeah.
If we being honest.
At times,
the only time WNBA gonna get
playoff time.
Playoff time, exactly. And March Madness is on for a month, but during that month you got so much going on, and then you got this situation right here where the first lady of the vice president, the president, I can't. You understand what I'm trying to say?
First lady. First lady.
The first lady, she trying to invite the losing team to the White House. What we do that at?
I don't know, but that's off the wall.
You right. Alrighty, guys, we'll get back to you in a couple seconds with our next topic. We'll be talking about UConn winning the national championship.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. And we'll start with our next topic. We're going to be talking about UConn basketball. Lacey, I want to ask you, my guy, because I know you saw it last night. Did you expect UConn to win the national championship, man?
When I saw they were playing San Diego State, I expected it. But like I said, I was riding for FAU. I felt like that one play for FAU, they let that 14-point lead go and they let that man hit that buzzer beater. If FAU would have won, I feel like they was going. I still standing on they was going to pull the upset.
You think Florida Atlanta would beat?
It was going to be a better game than what I saw. What I was looking at last night. San Diego State ran out of horsepower.
No,
they ran out of horsepower. They cut it to 5, and then UConn went back on a run, 9-0 run to close, and it went on to close it out. UConn showed all tournament that they was dominant. They had some guys that was really like Yuan was saying, like I was when I did see them play, some ballers that green light they gonna shoot and they gonna pass. They gonna let everybody eat with UConn.
Right. Oh, everybody eat.
I realized who the coach was because I personally just thought Ali was still a coach, but he got let go.
Right.
But UConn, in my opinion, they been a bluebird team, a blue robin team, whatever team, blue collar team, but they just not saying they put them in that category. Like, huh? This is the third different coach that won an NCAA championship, and they not a blue collar team or blue ribbon. What is blue something? It's blue something. They a powerhouse.
Right.
They been a powerhouse in my eyes.
Right.
So I don't know what the media got wrong with that, because when you talk about college basketball, you gotta put UConn in there, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. They gonna be locked and loaded again next year, and the odds, Vegas already had them, 15-1 or 18-1 odds of winning again next year. But when it, like you said, when March Madness come, it's really up for grabs. Anybody down to get upset.
It's up for grabs every year.
I knew when they played San Diego State, they was gonna blow them out the waters. It was gonna be. I didn't really want. It wasn't gonna be an excitement game to me. I already knew. We already knew the judgment. UConn was gonna win. Mm-hmm. And they represented the Big East or American Conference, wherever conference they is. And UConn, it's gonna be nasty. They got a good coach, and they got a good roster, and now people want to go back to UConn. And UConn, like I always see this with UConn. I hope this don't happen next year. In 2014 they won, and then where they went? They went ghost for a couple years. And then they so happened to come back to life, and they won a championship. Right. Don't let this happen this go round, UConn. Be consistent. Be consistent on going to the dance. Be consistent on your recruitment, and keep the streets going. If you're a blue ribbon team, blue collar team, school, university, you don't make droughts like that, 3 or 4 year droughts. Mm-hmm. You gotta come to the tournament consistently and get these players consistently. You have the program. You have the older athletes that been there before that can show you the ropes,
right,
and come back and talk to these kids. But UConn is going to be something to reckon with for years to come. They extended the head coach contract, I think, to 3 or 5 years or so, and Big East still, they not the back of the Big East that was nasty, but they still got some teams that can scare UConn. Mm-hmm. But man, the sky's the limit for UConn right now, and the Ballers came out to play yesterday. It just wasn't San Diego State night, but I already knew coming in the door when they night. But man, FAU, I wish y'all would have came and shocked the world, but they didn't happen.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think at the beginning of the tournament, I have to be honest, I didn't even have UConn making it to. I didn't have UConn making it to even the Elite Eight.
They went on a long run and they kept rolling.
That first 3 games was blowouts. They blew out. The first game was against Iona. They blew them out 87-53. Then they blew out St. Mary's 70-55. Then they went and played Arkansas. And they put 88 points on them, 88-65. That's 23 points. UConn been beating all these teams
dominating
by 20 plus. Every game been 20 plus. It ain't just been the scoring, it's been defense. So San Diego State didn't run out of horsepower. I think they had the horsepower because number 5 and number 12 for San Diego State, they were the 2 best players. And then they had a couple post guys, but against a team like UConn, who they starting point guard is 6'5". Their starting point guard is 6'5". Wingspan is a 7-footer. How you getting there? You got 3 guys at the top of the court, at the top of the key, hands out like this. They got the whole court. San Diego State couldn't go nowhere. Every bucket they got was tough buckets. It was no easy shots. No easy shots for San Diego State. What Florida Atlantic would have probably tried to do is they
stretch them out, pass the ball.
The best thing to beat UConn would have been to beat them in transition, which means you gotta out rebound UConn. UConn was out rebounding San Diego State, and they were every time San Diego State made a turnover, UConn capitalized on it every time. To beat UConn, you got to make every shot, and transition is your best asset because you can get on the floor. You got guys that.
Well, what San Diego didn't do is get their guys in enough foul trouble. They trees.
Oh, you couldn't. You got Sanogo, the center.
Yeah, you should have got him in foul trouble early.
And look, that boy right there, he ain't moving. A lot of times, San Diego State tried their best move, and he didn't go nowhere. Guess what he finished with last night, though, Lacey?
We finished with
17 and 10.
I was just finna look and see. I know he won most improved.
He finished 17 and 10.
Yes,
then my guy Jordan Hawkins, he came out of nowhere. I didn't even know who he was till the tournament. He finished with 16 and 4.
Newton had 19 and 10. They had guys.
Newton was the point guard. That's the point guard.
The bench they really didn't have a bench, you know.
They had maybe like 6 or 7 guys that played because you got Langley. Then you had
the bench only produced 20 points. Shoot, right. but you know most of the guys played the whole game.
Yeah.
Shoot,
UConn didn't really sub out. The only time they subbed out was to give Sanogo a break, and they gave Jordan Hawkins a break. They got one more shooter. UConn got another shooter that everybody need to be looking out for because they still loaded. Now, moving forward with that, man, UConn they dominated, but do I see them winning again? I'm not gonna just say it's a definite.
The last team that won back to back was Florida, and that was back at Joe Kim Noah days.
I'm not gonna say that it's a definite yes, but what I will say is UConn has always been a powerhouse school to win championships. Last night tied it with Duke and Indiana for 5 championships.
They surpassed Kansas.
UCLA has the most with 11. And then
Kentucky,
Kentucky, and then you got Indiana, Duke, UConn,
North Carolina.
You got Indiana, Duke. North Carolina ain't in it.
North Carolina ain't in it. They got like 5 or 6.
They don't have 5. Indiana, Duke, UConn, and then you got Kansas at 4.
North Carolina's in there running with them.
Okay, look it up. But yeah, though. UConn basketball, man, congratulations. I know Yuan wish you was here to say more on this because he was the main guy that was stuck.
Best believe next episode he gonna put some UConn in.
He stuck with UConn the whole way. He said that they was gonna win every time they touched the tournament. They win it, and they did it this year for sure. I will give him that. I'm sure he'll have more to say on that subject. But we're gonna get back with you guys after the break, and the next topic we'll be talking about is the play-in for the West.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippiLink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Socrates Garrett ENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. Socrates Garrett ENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.Dot grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. By using Socrates Garrett ENT.com's crushed concrete products, anyone from homeowners to general contractors can help reduce landfill landfilled concrete waste, conserve natural resources, and gain significant economic savings on materials and disposal costs. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. And now we'll be talking about the NBA. So recently, as we all know, the season is coming to the end. The playoffs are about to start. I want to ask you, Lacey, who do you have making it in the play-in out the West, my guy?
Out the West, I think we touched bases on this last week, but we've gone into continuation with 3 to 4 games left in the regular season. And with the play-in, it's from the 7th seed all the way to the 10th seed. 4 spots to get to the play, to get in that dance. And it's like single game elimination or
6 to 10, I thought.
No, 7. I said 7 to 10. It's a single game elimination or one team. It's a single or double elimination.
One game.
One game you out. Okay, cool. So if the Lakers are New Orleans, because that 5th seed, that fifth AC is tight right now with 41 wins, 38 losses around that range between the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors, and the Lakers and the Pelicans have 40 wins and 38 losses. So with 3 to 4 games left, whoever finished 2 out of 3 losers or finish. Whoever loses 3 games or win majority games can get that 4 or 5th seed, meaning 5th or 6th seed, so you won't have to be in that play-in game. Right. And I hope my Lakers can get to that 5th or 6th seed right now. The Lakers been rolling. I feel like they can leapfrog the Clippers because the Clippers have the toughest finishing schedule out of all the teams that's in the play-in dance. And I know Kawhi, my boy, but I like the Lakers on this one. But they play the Lakers tomorrow. Mm-hmm. The Lakers got a game. The Lakers got a game tonight. They play the Jazz. They can take care of Jazz in Salt Lake City and play the next game with the Clippers in Los Angeles. If they can leapfrog them and get the 5th or 6th seed, they are good. Now my concern is New Orleans. New Orleans been balling too though. Mm-hmm. I like to see. I really like New Orleans in that play-in tournament too. I don't feel like they're gonna leapfrog Golden State. I feel like Golden State gonna avoid the play-in right now. Mm-hmm. So I feel like New Orleans gonna solidify the 7 or 8 seed for that play-in. Now, on down the stretches, what your boys gonna do with the Thunder and Dallas? So, I know they try to rest their boy. Dallas trying to rest their boys, but it's too tight. Dallas y'all on the edge.
I'm gonna let you know exactly.
Y'all on the edge. Y'all on the edge.
Basically,
Minnesota solidified for play-in.
Well, we worried right now. What we worried about? Well, me personally, what I'm worried about is the 9 and 10 seed. Really, just the 10 seed.
And you can't throw Utah out of it. Utah still got a little run too.
This how this gonna go. We play the Warriors tonight. If we were to somehow win tonight, Dallas plays the Bulls tonight. If Dallas lose to the Bulls and we beat the Warriors tonight, we are in the play-in because the Dallas Mavericks will be behind 2 and they only got 1 game left.
Dallas got 3 games left. They got the Kings today.
I thought they had the Bulls.
No, they got the Kings tomorrow. They had the Bulls Friday, and they finished with the Spurs.
Okay, they probably not.
So they gotta win 2 out of 3.
I'm gonna let you know right now. They not beating the Kings. I don't see them beating the Kings.
Y'all, you gotta play Grizzlies that game.
If we lose to the Warriors, we gonna take care of the Jazz. Then we gotta go down there to your city. And
somebody out there whoever in that division, somebody in that play-in gotta win 3 straight. Somebody gotta win 3 straight.
Somebody gotta win out, and I'm gonna tell you who gotta beat. It gotta be Dallas. Dallas has to win out. We can afford to lose 1. But if we were to win tonight and Dallas lose tonight, that puts Dallas back 2 games.
Y'all got a tough task too. All 3. Utah ain't going to cupcake. They try to fight for a play-in spot too.
Man, y'all last 3 games. Utah.
Y'all last 3 games are the Warriors, Jazz, and Grizzlies. If the Grizzlies rest their players last game, cute. Maybe y'all.
I see that 3 game stretch. 2 and 1.
Y'all gotta finish 2 out. But I'm saying y'all gotta finish 2 out of 3 at the most.
Oh, exactly. That's my exact point.
I feel like I first feel like the Clippers going down. They're gonna be in the play-in game because I feel like the Lakers gonna leapfrog, get the 6th or 5th seed, and they're gonna play. They're gonna play whoever plays Sacramento in the playoffs this will win that series. It's simple as that. Man. So you need to fight for that 6th seed because that 4-5 matchup. Yeah, nobody want to see the Suns right now.
Yeah, right. Whoever got to see the Suns, they're gonna be
so play for that 6th seed. So whoever in that borderline era between the Pelicans and the Lakers, play for number 6 seed. Leapfrog, have the Clippers go down. Yeah, I really don't want to see the Clippers the first round because that's gonna be a 7-game season.
I don't like how you want things to work out for each team to where they had the easiest route. The easiest route ain't gonna get you that championship. You know that, right? But
you need to have a lackadaisical first round so you can get ready.
What team do you want to have a lackadaisical first round?
Really, the Lakers.
Oh, so you saying that the Lakers really don't want to see nobody in the top 5, top 4?
Yeah, the Kings.
That's the only thing they want to see.
That 3-6 matchup, I feel like they can beat them. Now, second round, they might go home and get bounced. But they might can do something in the second round if they projectly play the Nuggets.
So if y'all go 7, y'all have to play the Grizzlies.
Oh yeah, they gonna lose.
You got the Lakers losing them.
They might go 6, but they gonna lose. And I like the Lakers. I like the Lakers. They're gonna be a dog fight.
I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like the Grizzlies Clippers matchup gonna go 7 before the Lakers and
Grizzlies Clippers will not go 7.
Man, the Clippers. I feel like the Clippers gonna be the Grizzlies kryptonite, man. Cause it's gonna be a dog fight because playoff Kawhi.
Russ is y'all kryptonite.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a scary series. I don't want to see that in first round.
So what you talking about? 7-game series?
It might go 7.
Nah, I see it probably going 5 or 6. 5 or 6 on that one. If y'all play the Clippers.
Yeah, it's if. But
y'all end up having to play the Pelicans?
Pelicans, Minnesota again. Anyway, it's gonna be. It's green ground basketball in Memphis. You know that's their motto. So anyway, it's gonna be a long series, and whoever Memphis play this year until Steven Adams get back.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think if y'all have to see the Pelicans first round, if y'all even have to see the Lakers,
they see the Warriors first round. It's in trouble. They in trouble.
If y'all see, honestly, any team right now y'all have to see first round, y'all probably be first round exit. Other than maybe the Thunder, y'all probably could get over the Thunder. You can get over on the Thunder. If y'all would have somehow played the Mavericks in the first round,
they can get over them. They can.
I don't know. I don't think y'all can do nothing with Luke.
Well, we'll know next show because it's playoff time. Next week is playoff time, and I love watching some playoff basketball.
You're right. We're gonna find out. We are going to find out. Well, that's the end of this topic, guys. Next up, we will be talking about HBCU baseball.
Swag time.
You already know. So we'll be right back after the break.
SGECOVIDsolutions.com is paving the way forward for a safer city government delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols developed internationally by top virologists and scientists using an all-natural cleaning solution, killing COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. For more information, please call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. Let SGECOVIDsolutions.com provide innovative rapid facilities testing and world-class state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs. Call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at sgecovidsolutions.com.
Alrighty, welcome back. As always, we always do our last topic for the HBCU, man. Say the best for last. And today, I want to talk to Lacey because this is his
one of many sports I played.
I'll probably say this might be his best sport.
No.
This might be his best sport. Baseball might be his best sport.
Football is.
And Lacey, I really want to hear your take on HBCU baseball, man. Who do you have right now winning the SWAC?
Right now, SWAC baseball, our HBCU baseball is an all-time low. I'm just gonna sit there and stand on what I'm finna say. It's an all-time low. I know if Yuan was right here in my seat, he'd probably be laughing. Well, because I'm finna go on a little rant. HBCU baseball haven't been good in years.
When was the last time?
Since like the 80s or 90s. I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people haven't been drafted from swag baseball, and I don't understand what's the problem. I don't understand if it's a lot of African American college students don't like baseball or what. But as much as people love watching football and basketball, we like baseball too. This is one of the highest paid. This is one of the highest paid sports in America, in the nation.
But you got to be good at it.
You have to be a stud, though. You have to be. You have to be the truth.
You can't just be anybody that play baseball.
You can't sugarcoat it. But I don't know if it's not interest in these guys that's going to HBCUs, or are they just taking it? It's a free ride. So I got a free education. I know I ain't going nowhere after baseball from this division. I ain't going to no minor league team or overseas. So I'm just taking it as a free education, and then after I get my degree, I'm living my backup plan.
Right.
But I know good and well some talent in swag baseball, and I know the last team that really showed somebody something was Jackson State when they upsetted the #1 team, University of Louisiana Lafayette, back in like 2014 or 13. Maybe it was 16. I don't know, but that's the last time I saw a team surprise the world. And they lost. They ended up losing the series, but they had people eyeballs open when they beat the #1 seed the first game in the tournament. But Alcorn, since we've been, I'm keeping it real. This is like our fourth coach. We've been changed within like the last 6 years in baseball. We are 1-8 right now. It's a plumb embarrassment right now. Valley is 1-8. The powerhouses of swag baseball has always been Alabama State, Jackson State, and one of the Louisiana schools. And my favorite right now to win is Grambling. My ex-teammate Julian Murphy, he played catcher for Grambling. I'm going to see them. Hopefully I can go down next week to see them play Alcorn and support him. And as long as my Neo play with Alcorn too. But we got to take a stand with these sports, especially baseball, because we always quick to put our kids. You can put your kids in anything you want. That's your kid. Right. But we quick to put kids in football, basketball, but we don't put our kids in soccer that much or baseball. We don't talk about that. It's like it's a long sport. It's a boring sport. Where the excitement at? But we could change philosophy and put these kids in these sports early, and maybe they'll start liking baseball. Just have them try out different things. Try track out. Try different things. They might like it. So
I feel where you coming from. I think it starts early for baseball. I don't think you can just say, "Hey, I want to play baseball in high school," and think you're gonna go to college.
You gotta start early with baseball.
Those sports like baseball, tennis, soccer,
golf. You gotta start early.
I honestly feel like if you don't play it when you start early, it's gonna be real hard to catch up to the guys that are I'm talking about top notch. Right. Unless you just got God-given talent, right, and you didn't play when you was younger, but as soon as you touched it, you knew then that this was for you.
Right.
And that's a miracle. But
same as softball too with the ladies.
Yeah, most definitely softball. But that I'm just talking about either way, men's or women, baseball, softball, soccer, golf. Those type of sports, you
swimming.
You got to start young.
Yeah,
you have to start young. And as far as HBCU baseball, man, since I've been in school,
nobody really go to the games. Like y'all don't even support the people.
It hasn't. We just haven't had it. Especially,
it's free. I know it's free. I know the game's free.
I'm speaking from Alcorn experience. Like I went to maybe 1 or 2 games.
I went to a couple games when I was in Rebels.
We won actually. We won, but still, that's not enough because if you want to be a top-notch baseball program, you first have to start taking out some of the big dogs. And where the big dogs at here?
SEC.
They in the SEC.
We a long way from that.
And start from the lowest team. I would go maybe Bama. Try to beat Bama first. That might be your best shot.
We got
a long way to go.
Last time Alcorn played Ole Miss, they got Plymouth Bears, and they was a meme.
I know we got put on.
They was a meme. We got put on everywhere. We got put on everywhere.
We got put on everywhere, but SportsCenter made it look terrible.
Terrible. Meme. Like 20. We losing Big Ten teams like that, like 20-2.
But but that's the difference. So that all comes back.
Start with pitching. Start with hitting. The fundamentals.
Yes, it all comes to that. But also, these programs like LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, the baseball program facility and everything that comes with that, 20 times better than what Alcorn.
And we talk about our football and basketball facilities not up to par. Check out some of these baseball facilities. Yeah. It's high school. I'm sorry for knocking our university, ISBC universities, but it's high school baseball programs. Look way better, 10 times better than these HBCUs baseball facilities. Right. These NAIA facilities.
Right.
And I mean, where's the money going towards these programs too? Outside of a scholarship,
we have to look out for everybody, and if we're not willing to put in that effort to make all sports better, then it won't get nowhere.
Right.
That's why you only got 1 or 2 teams that's really good, and those 2 teams right now is Alabama State and Grambling.
And really, baseball is a statistic sport. It's so many levels before you get to the show. They call it the show. Mm. It's so many levels till you get to the show that you can come from an Alcorn, you can come from a Tougaloo, you can come from a Rush, you can come from a Jack State.
You can make it.
You can make it.
You got to put in the work.
You can have the stats, and you can start from AA, AAA, single A, and you can rise up.
Right.
And kids, that's really the best asset coming playing baseball. Because it's so many levels that anybody can look up to you. You can work your way up.
Yeah. Baseball, I think they give the most opportunities. If you are a decent baseball,
if you put the work in college, you'll get a look. You'll get a shot.
You'll get a shot somewhere.
You get a shot somewhere.
You might have to move.
You gotta have to hit the road.
Find you another job too. Now, don't think baseball gonna be the only one.
You have to hit the road and probably go somewhere like Wyoming or North Dakota. But
you'll get a chance.
You're gonna get a shot if you love it enough. You get a shot.
Right. And with that being said, I think that's it for today's episode. Thank y'all for tuning in to Real Spill 601. I got my guy Straight Lace with me, and as always, Real Spill Phil signing out. Thank y'all.